Tiga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hafizh Ramadhan, name 190739091. On this occasion, I will present about four-stroke engine with a two-stroke engine. Understanding four-stroke engine and how it works. The four-stroke engine is a machine that works through a four-step process of up and down the piston for generate power. That's why it's called four-stroke, because the machine requires four-step work for one process. The four steps include the suction stroke, the compression stroke, the stroke power, and exhaust step. Overall requires two crankshaft rotation is in one cycle on a diesel engine or a gasoline engine. 1. Step suction. The purpose of a suction step is to allow air full mist to enter the cylinder motorcycle engine. Because of the large of amount full burn in the combustion process affect engine power production. The process is the piston will move from the top dead center (TDC) to the bottom dead center. Then valve in opens and the X valve will close so that the fuel will enter the cylinder. 2. Steps of compression. The purpose of this step is to increase the temperature so that the fuel mixture and air can be compounded. This process ratio will be closely related to power production on the machine. The process is with the piston from the bottom dead center to the top dead center. 3. The power step. Starting with igniting the spark plug, causing the fuel or air to burn. In the process, this will cause an explosion which will push the piston down into the cylinder bore. The linear motion is converted into a rotational motion by the US clutches, which is then continued towards the flywheel. The process is an explosion in the combustion chamber, which then causes the piston to be thrown from the top dead center to the bottom dead point. When this valve is closed, the exhaust valve start to be little washed from the process. Alternating energy transmission occur. 4. Step discard. In this exhaust step, the X valve will open and the valve in will be closed. Then the piston rise because pushed back from back US clutches after the firing process. Through the exhaust part of the mass, the combustion will be pushed out by the piston. Next is definition and working principle of two-stroke engine. A two-stroke engine is an internal combustion engine that occurs in one combustion cycle two-stroke piston. In contrast to four-stroke rotation, which has four-stroke piston in one combustion cycle. Despite all four process, intake, compression, power, and disposal also occurs. Two-stroke engine have also been used in diesel engine, particularly piston design. In contrast, low-speed vehicles such as large boat engine, V8 engines for trucks, and other heavy vehicle. Two-stroke motor working principle. To understanding the principle of work, it is necessary to understand the standard terms that apply in engineering. In automotive, TDC or TDC top dead center, the piston position is at the very top point in the engine cylinder, or piston is at the point farthest from crankshaft. TMB, the position of the piston is at the lowest point in the engine cylinder, or the piston is at the very bottom close to the crankshaft. Next, the rinse room is the room under the piston where there is a crankshaft, often referred to as the crankcase, function as the result gas mixture of air, fuel and lubricant can be more evenly mixed. Next, scavenging, namely of the process of removing gas from combustion and gas entry process for combustion in the combustion chamber. Step 1. The piston moves to TDC to TMB. When the piston moves from TDC to TMB, it it will be press the rinse chamber which is under the piston. The further the piston lifts TDC towards TMB, the pressure is in the rinse chamber increase even more. 2. At the certain point, the piston will pass through the exhaust hole. The position of each hole depends on the designer. Generally, the piston ring will pass through the drain hole first. 3. When the piston ring passes through the exhaust hole, gas in the combustion chamber exits through the drain hole. 4. When the piston ring passes through the intake hole, the gas is compressed inside the rinse chamber will be pumped into the combustion chamber while pushing the gas in the combustion chamber out through the exhaust hole. Step 2. The piston moves from TMB to TDC. 1. When the piston moves TMB to TDC, it will be sucked out the resulting gas. The mixture of air, fuel, and lubricant enters the rinse chamber. 2. When it passes through in the inlet and exhaust hole, the piston will compress the gas trapped in the combustion chamber. 3. The piston will continue to compress the gas in the combustion chamber until TDC. 4. A few moments before the piston reaches TDC, the spark plug ignites to burn the gas in the combustion chamber. Times the spark plug before the piston reaches TDC with the aim so that the peak pressure in the combustion chamber due to combustion occurs when the piston starts moving from TDC to TMB. Because the combustion process itself takes from start the spark plug until the gas burn completely. Excess two-stroke engine. Compared to a four-stroke engine, the advantage of a two-stroke engine are 1. The two-stroke engine is more powerful than the four-stroke engine. 2. The two-stroke engine are smaller and lighter than from four-stroke engine. 2. Two-stroke engines are cheaper in production cost because of their low construction. Excess four-stroke engine. 1. Consumption of gasoline is more efficient and the disadvantage of waste gases are very small. 2. At low speed, the motor can run smoothly and there are no errors in the combustion process caused by incomplete exhaust step. 3. Each work process incomplete along one full step so that it can work ideally, which cause the resulting average force to be higher. 4. Suitable for high rotation because of the better flushing system. Lack of two-stroke engine compared to four-stroke engine. 1. The efficiency of a two-stroke engine is lower than a four-stroke engine. 2. Two-stroke engine require oil mixed with fuel. 3. Two-stroke engine produce more air pollution. The pollution occurs from combustion of side oil and gas from the flushing chamber which escape directly into sinkhole. 4. The lubricant of two engine is not as good as four-stroke engine, resulting in edge spare parts in the combustion chamber components are relatively lower. So for this presentation, I apologize if there are errors. Hopefully will be useful. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.